what's up, four string football? We're back again for NFL Week 6. Pretty bonkers Week 5. Everything was backwards pretty much. So we're going to kick it off with one that I personally predicted. Will have predicted. I don't really count Will being in favor of the Jags because I had to persuade him. But guys, are the Jags good? Do we think the Jags are good now? What's your thoughts, Will?
I think that the Jags are legitimately a good team and that they actually have a chance for a deep playoff run. I do see them in contention. T-Law is balling out and their defense is absolutely unstoppable. They're scoring like that touchdown that they had against the Chiefs. That was a wild play, and it's just plays like that is what's going to be able to get them in the playoffs and actually able to win playoff games. That's the type of thing that you see from AFC champions or are they're
Yes,
AFC.
they're
Yeah.
AFC South.
Okay. Yeah. So I just feel like that they do have a pretty good chance of making a deep run, and I do think that they are a good team. However, if Lawrence gets injured again, they're gonna be in shambles again. They're gonna have to tank for.
Actually, I'm gonna say, well, I'm gonna correct you. Trevor Lawrence is not balling out. Actually, he's actually not doing that well.
Yeah.
Don't let the 4-1 record make you think that Lawrence is doing good. His
I remember QB is not a win stat,
yeah,
or wins aren't a
like,
QB stat.
they're not. Trevor Lawrence, his best completion percentage game was this last one against Kansas City, and it was only 72%. And the most passing yards he's having a game is 273 or 271. And that game he had 3 touchdowns, but also 2 interceptions, and that was against Cincinnati. So 270 yards and a 57% completion percentage against Cincinnati, and you lose the game is pretty not good. I think I would agree with you that the Browns are a good team, but it would not be because Trevor Lawrence. I think it's because Liam Cohen is just unironically a really good head coach. He currently has the best record of any first time new head coaches. He looks good. Their defense is really the main reason why they're doing so well. Especially the fact that now Travis Hunter is starting to look like a genuine, legitimately good football player. That catch that he had, I think it was towards the end of Monday's game, was very good. It was not at all a very good ball from Trevor, and Travis literally just dunked on the defender with one behind him. But just in general, they look amazing. Offense is iffy. Travis Etienne looks decent, but I think that the reason why there's a good team is because their defense is elite. I would say it's arguably the best in the league, and on top of that, their offense is just passable, and so they can win games. It's not like the Browns where the defense is elite, but the offense is so terrible that it doesn't matter how many possessions you give them because they still put up 3 points a game. You know, they can at least get some touchdowns. But no, Trevor Lawrence is not good. He's still bad.
Yeah, I think the Jags are a top 10 team right now. It's not really much of the offense really doing anything, but Travis looks really good. Trevor looks no more than all right. I mean, he's not doing bad. He's passable. He's not how he's been playing in the last couple of years, terrible. But the defense is just mainly carrying that team. But it's still a good team.
Actually, I don't know. Did they make any big offseason additions to the defense? Besides Travis Hunter, did they even draft a meaningful defensive player? I feel like this kind of came out of nowhere.
Well, because last year they were actually the lowest in turnover. I think they had only 9 takeaways last season.
I'm telling you, I think it's Liam Cohen. I think he's just an amazing head coach, and it's genuinely was just a coaching problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you there. They have 14 turnovers so far. That's 4 more than the second place with the Steelers having 10. That is crazy. You saying they're the best defense in the league, I wouldn't bet an eye at that. I think you have a genuine argument for that. The running game is getting vastly improved from last season. Etienne is on pace for over 1,500 yards. Last season, he barely passed 600, I believe. And they've got good potential in him. If you look back at their 2 previous wins, not the Chiefs, they beat an injured 49ers team, and then the Texans. But they're both moving up in the power rankings as well. So their previous record isn't they're beating better teams.
49ers look very good.
Like it's not.
This is the best ball Kyle Shanahan's been playing in a while, and this is with a
Yeah.
practically practice squad offense. But getting into a little bit more hypothetical, I'm sure Will's gonna have a strong opinion on this. Do we think that Joe Flacco does anything on his Cincinnati? Personally, I don't think he does. I think all this does is just give Jamar Chase a viable fantasy quarterback that can at least complete like more than Jake Browning. Hopefully, this saves a lot of our round one, pick one in fantasy, because I think it will definitely be better than Jake Browning. He's not that good, and it's probably considered elder abuse putting him behind that offensive line, but it's definitely gonna do something for fantasy. Hopefully, it also leads to Chase Brown doing a little bit better now as well. Having the defenses have to look at the actual pass game a little bit more. Christian's praying on that. Christian drafted Chase Brown.
That was my third round pick in almost every freaking league.
Chase Brown in 4 leagues. All 4 leagues he's in, he drafted Chase Brown. And I kid you not, when this guy, both at work, at school, and over text multiple times told me, quote, Chase Brown is a league winner that is a steal at his current ADP. Said that multiple times to me. So, Christian, what's your opinion on Joe Flacco then?
That's good.
I think it does mean a little bit. I mean, like, obviously not much, but he's basically like a less mobile, more veteran, slightly better Jake Browning. That, I mean, he'll play pretty decent in the circumstance, but the O-line of the Bengals is not gonna like give him much wiggle room, to be honest. So, I mean,
it's honestly though not much worse than the Browns. The Browns really only have Joel Bitonio is y'all's only offensive lineman.
Somebody else who's all pro who gets injured in the first 3 weeks of every season.
Because Jedrick Wills Jr. is injured right now, and he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's injured he gets injured in the first 3 games of every season, so it's just past 3 years. Personally, I just am completely befuddled as to why the Bengals would even do the trade, because obviously their team needs help, and this is not something that can be fixed this season. This is a long-term problem that needs a better solution through like maybe draft picks, which they actually traded away a draft pick to get Joe Flacco, who coming from a Browns, fifth round pick. Fifth round picks can still be valuable. A fifth round pick could be valuable.
It was a 5th for Joe Flacco and a 7th. I think it was a conditional 7th that can turn into a 6th. I think. Don't quote me.
No, it was just a 6th. It was just a 6th.
Hey, Brock Purdy came out of the 7th.
You're only moving back around.
But I just don't understand why they would do that, because it doesn't matter. They're going to probably get a better record with Flacco than Browning, because I think we all agree that Flacco is better than Browning. And
yeah, I would agree.
Okay,
Flacco
so why so why are they trying to do better this season? I feel like he's not the tank conductor that you want. He's the one that brought the Cleveland Browns to the playoffs in 2023.
Well, it's because it's because Zach Taylor has Jamar in fantasy.
Oh, that's
this
definitely
is why. It's because the GM. Well, Zach Taylor's not the GM, but it's because their GM probably has Jamar in fantasy. Let's be real.
But I just think that if they're really trying to tank, which that should be what they're trying to do at this point, because their team obviously they're at the bottom of the barrel of the NFL again, bottom of the AFC North, which is crazy considering how the Ravens are doing, and they're in the same division as the Browns. But I just think that in the current state that they're in, if they need a tank conductor, Joe Flacco is not your man. You got DTR is a great one. I'm speaking from experience. Kenny Pickett on the Eagles, I'm sure he would have been good too. Go ahead. But Joe Flacco, that's a winning quarterback right there. That's a good, solid quarterback, which, like you said, maybe they just want to kill him. Maybe they had some beef with him. They want to put him behind the line and kill him in practice or maybe in a game or something. I don't know. I just don't know why they did the trade. So I don't think it's going to have any meaning for the Bengals or the Browns. I just think that it is just not meaningful at all.
If Joe Flacco won a Super Bowl, what's Jared Goff's excuse?
Joe Flacco was on the 2012 Baltimore Ravens. So I feel like he's a good quarterback, but you put a lot of quarterbacks there, and they're gonna win that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That was a really
and to
good
be
team.
fair, Jared Goff shouldn't have even gone to that Super Bowl because the worst no call in NFL history is the only reason he really got there. Also, he put up a field goal in the bowl. They put up 3 points. So
That's respectable.
So that
That's more
means
points than the Browns have put in it
that
ever.
means Joe Flacco is better than Jared Goff.
Prime
Okay, just needed
Flacco
to.
was better than Super Bowl era.
No.
Goff is.
No. Like all time, at every single point of his career, Jared Goff is worse than Joe Flacco.
I mean,
That's just not true. You're
needless
telling me
argument
that
false.
you're telling me that the Browns would have been better off this year with Joe Flacco at quarterback than you're telling me the Bengals. You think it would be better for the Bengals right now to have Flacco than Goff at quarterback?
Yeah.
All right, bro. All right, Levi. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on
Top
the
3
original
in
question?
passing yards last season, by the way.
All right, bro.
Joe Burrow isn't out for the season, right? He's returning at some point. Am I wrong?
3 to 5 months. So if
Burrow?
they make the playoffs, he will be there for that.
Okay.
If.
I think his return date's like December, late December.
Yeah. So pretty
But
much
they
you
don't-
tank, and then you just don't even start Burrow at all this season.
Well, the O line is the problem. I don't think it's Jake Browning. Yes, Jake Browning's the problem, but it's more so the O line.
It's a mix. It's definitely a heavy mix
Well,
of
it's
both.
the fact that they're the opposite of a system. Like, their system is the quarterback. And you saw the same thing with the Ravens when they put Rush in, and he throws for 170 yards and 3 picks. It's the same way, is that if you have a team that relies solely on the quarterback, like, there's nothing wrong with having a superstar quarterback, but if your team relies solely on an elite quarterback, then you're not going to ever win meaningful games because
The Eagles, for
quarterback-
instance.
Yeah, like the Eagles. You could put
No, wait. That was a joke.
you could put Mac Jones on
They
the
do
Eagles.
win meaningful games.
If you put
you're
Mac
talking about
Jones
this.
on the Eagles,
That's
on the
fine.
2024 Eagles, they still win that Super Bowl
Yeah.
with Mac Jones at QB. Maybe they
Mac
can't
Jones
push
might be
as
Mac Jones might
effectively,
be the GOAT.
but no, Mac Jones is showing it right now with Kyle Shanahan. Like,
Mac Jones might be good.
Mac Jones is not good.
I don't know,
The
bro. I
point
was watching that game.
the point is that Levi's correct. Like, that's a system that doesn't exist. You can't just put a random decent quarterback in there and have them do anything meaningful.
And then Christian, you should have hope with Chase Brown. Joe Flacco has passed to the running backs a lot this season. I have faith in Chase Brown. It's going to happen.
And actually, this just in from a Bengals fan herself. I feel like they just took the quickest person they could find who is mildly okay and called it
Quickest?
the quickest
Quickest?
person. Like, the first person that they could trade for, dummy.
Well,
They just found the first person that they could get and just called it a day and did not
Probably
think.
okay. I would have said Jared Goff.
We're not trading Jared Goff.
I mean, I'd trade Jared Goff.
We're not trading.
I mean, get
for
some
who?
value out of
For
him.
who?
Hey, listen.
Get
Coming from
some
your point of
value out
view,
of him.
if I was a Lions fan, I would go straight up Browning for Goff. Maybe even the
As a
Lions.
Lions
Grant
fan,
doesn't
a
know
third or fourth
ball.
round.
As a Lions fan, sell him high.
Grant could not name a third string of any position other than wide receiver on our team. He's not like a ball knower. He just roots for them when they're on. He doesn't know ball. He's not me, Mr. Name 35 Detroit Lions on the active roster. Now 37 because we activated Eric Meeks and Dan Skipper. But yeah, no.
Bro, this guy is a freaking
I'm a ball knower,
no
bro.
life.
I'm a ball knower.
He's
It's
a-
all the
Did y'all see
Madden.
the-
It's all the Madden unironically teaches you depth charts, bro.
And I don't know how true this is, but did y'all see the post about them being so close to getting Winston? That being a thing, and then they just like uppered his value at the last second, and so they went to get Flacco.
Actually, that's completely false.
Is that a
They,
thing?
they never called the Giants at all
That's not a thing?
for Winston
Okay.
or Wilson. They never called them for Russell Wilson or Jameis Winston, which is stupid. Even if like Russell Wilson, Joe Flacco, like okay, it doesn't really matter which one. But like I don't know why they didn't want Jameis Winston because you're gonna.
Jameis Winston is awesome. I love Jameis Winston.
And also, do you know how much I would have loved that as a Jamar Chase owner in fantasy, having Jameis Winston throwing that football? That would have been awesome.
Oh, I made such an amazing trade that Josh Allen trade for Joe Burrow and Jamar, bro. That trade was so
For
good.
context, this dude, right after the draft, he realized he had Jamar, Joe Burrow, and Chase Brown. He wanted to get rid of some of the Bengals, but he wanted to keep Chase Brown. So he sent me Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase.
No, you sent me that trade. You sent me that trade.
You sent me one, and then I countered it with this. He gave me Joe Burrow and Jamar, which I was thinking, okay, good QB, last year wide receiver 1, I'll have a good stack, that's good. And I sent him Josh Allen, who's currently the quarterback 1, Brian Thomas Jr., who's doing nothing, and JSN, who's like wide receiver 5, I think, wide receiver like 2, something in there. He's doing really good. So if Burrow was healthy, that trade would have been about even. It would have been like a wide receiver 2 to 5 and like the quarterback 1 to 3. Okay, it would have been like a week-to-week thing, but I arguably might have won that because of the stack of Jamar and Joe Burrow. But since Joe Burrow got injured, I gave up Josh Allen, JSN, and BTJ for the wide receiver 24. And I'm now 1-4 in that league, obviously so. But
No, you're 2-3. You're 2-3 in that league.
Let's go. I'm the GOAT, bro.
You're one of the lowest points scored though.
Yeah. I wonder why. I don't know why my camera's being so weird right now.
It's fun. Next,
But yeah, no. So sticking with the quarterbacks, what's y'all's thoughts on Jackson Dart through his first 2 weeks starting? I want to see.
so I personally, oh, you got it. All right.
Okay, so we had a lot of turnovers the second week. Week 1, not a lot of scoring, but like it was pretty good. I mean, did what he had to do type deal. He's not playing bad at all. He is on the Giants with no neighbors to keep that in mind. So like obviously it's like not really
Two
much
words.
to be honest.
2 words. Theo Johnson.
I got 3 words for you.
Mid,
Hey, listen.
Tight
listen.
end.
That's 3 words too. I have 3 words for you about Jackson Dart. New York Giants. So regardless of how he plays over the next course of the season, it's impossible to say how good he is. Literally impossible. Like, you can't convince me how good he is. Whether you can tell me he's the best or you can tell me he's the worst quarterback in the NFL. I will not believe a singular thing just because he's on the New York Giants. I think that he's done all right given the situation he's in. He beat the Chargers. So I guess he got that going for him. However, I think that when he plays bad, blame it on the Giants, and when he plays good, also blame it on the Giants because they're like you can never know what's going on in New York. So I think that it's hard to say how he's doing.
Yeah, I would agree. I think he's average. I mean, like I have it in my notes. I mean, like his debut, he did good running. I mean, he had a rushing touchdown. I don't know how many yards he had, but it was pretty good. But like they also had literally no like real film on the guy. Like they had preseason, but there was no like real like NFL caliber film. So it's gonna be a little goofy to prepare for them. And so you could definitely tell he just kind of went out there and just like did the first thing that he thought of every play, and it kind of worked just because like they had no film to study on the dude. But I mean, like he still barely passed for 100 yards that game. I think he had 111 yards and a touchdown. So like everyone was, he looked so good, he looked elite. He had 2 touchdowns, one in the air, one on the ground. But like 100 yards is like nothing. Like they won the game. Yes, like he did what he needed to do, but it's not like he did nothing crazy. And then against the Saints, he looked pretty rough. I mean, it wasn't like terrible. I've seen worse quarterback play, especially from a New York Giants QB. But like, I mean, it's just eh. I mean, he's a rookie quarterback. He's gonna do some stupid stuff. He's gonna do some flashes of looking good. It's just whether or not he can like continue to make those flashes more and more common. Because if he continues to play like this, he's gonna be a bust. It's whether or not he can actually like, stop throwing interceptions to Kool-Aid McKinstry. Which was his first career interception, by the way. I just learned that. I would have thought he had one by then.
And I agree fully here with Max. He was very impressive against the Chargers, but at the same time, there was no film on the guy. Once he had film, like he was brought down to earth. But I do think he's going to be the guy. He took full accountability for the loss after the game during that press conference. and he's shown leadership like on and off the field.
Oh yeah, he is Mormon though, so I don't know how
Mm,
much. That kind of
I
speaks to
don't
the
know.
intelligence aspect, I guess. But I don't know how
What?
much. I don't know how much. But all right, did anyone else have any other thoughts on Jackson Dart before the surprise guest comes in? All right, Will. Do you,
All right.
go get him. Go get him.
My audio good like this?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, come on, Caleb.
All right, chat. No Garrett this week because Will's back at home, so we have a surprise guest of Caleb Potting. I repeat,
I mean,
Caleb
next
Potting.
best thing. Next best
This
thing.
is the better. This is better, bruh. This dude's gonna be taking my job as host in a little bit. All right, Caleb, what's your name? What you do? Introduce yourself.
Caleb Potting.
Speak up, bro. Speak with your diaphragm.
I don't know. I play tackle football.
Oh, snap! You're 9 and you play tackle football. Holy moly! What position you play?
On defense, I play middle linebacker.
Okay, we got a little Ray Lewis action. Do you do you knock people out? Like you be getting fumbles?
Yeah, I jumped on a fumble before.
That's tough.
That might be Carson Swessinger.
That is Carson Schwessinger. All right, so I'll let you start it off, Caleb. Thursday night football. Okay, the Eagles are in New York to play the Giants. Who do you think wins?
You got killed. Eagles and Giants.
Well, I got this game. I have the Eagles because only the Giants aren't gonna do good this game at all. I think because Milk Neighbors is gone, so I don't think Jackson Dart will have like anybody to throw it to really, well, that he can rely on.
What about Theo Johnson, the tight end?
Wandale Robinson.
But Darius Slayton is out.
Yeah, Darius Slayton's out too.
Oh yeah, but on the Eagles, Saquon Barkley has not been doing good.
That is true. That is true. What? How good's Jalen Hurts doing? Do you think he's doing good?
He's doing how he's supposed to.
So nothing. Got it. All right. Personally, Eagles at Giants. I got Eagles, but I think Giants keep it close. The spread right now is -7.5. Eagles. I actually think Giants cover it. I don't think it's gonna be a crazy difficult game. I don't think they're gonna be able to pull through just because this is gonna be the best defense that Jackson Dart's faced. And like we said, no Malik, no Darius Slayton. Theo Johnson can only carry my goat so much. We might have to move on to the real best tight end on the Giants, Daniel Bellinger, Mr. Goat. That's the best tight end in the league right there. Better than Kittle. I said it. Yeah, no, I don't think, and this is not in a Bills Patriots way of this is Eagles 100%. Like no, like Eagles legitimately just win this game. I wouldn't be surprised too much if the Giants managed to pull it through, but it would be a very close game no matter what. I don't think it'll be a blowout.
Yeah, Eagles will win it, but it'll be a competitive game given that they are divisional rivals and like Eagles have been slightly disappointing recently. I mean, Saquon's not living up to his standards. AJ Brown ain't getting the ball. Jalen Hurts is, doing really good with his tush push and, getting the ball out to all of his wide receivers. I mean, he got the ball out to Devontae Smith. Their like game scheme last week really well. I mean, he had like 8 catches. So, yeah, I think Eagles will win, but it'll be kind of close.
I've got the Eagles covering the spread here.
Wow. Okay.
The Jackson Dart's playing the best defense in the league right now. I don't think it's not going to work out well for him.
I
Bold.
wouldn't say best defense in the league.
No,
I would
wouldn't-
say
I don't want
that
to say best either. They're definitely not.
I would
the
say
best.
that given all the injuries being the New York Giants offense versus the Eagles defense, I think that it, like Christian said, is going to be a competitive game, but they're just not going to be able to keep up with the scoring.
Steady trying to find a motive.
Yeah,
Guantanamo Bay.
I like the white guy better. What's his name?
Cooper DeJean.
Cooper to scheme.
Yeah, that guy. I just think that the Eagles are going to winning that one.
I would have to agree. I think that's kind of the unanimous opinion. Sunday Night Football, though, is a little bit more iffy. We got Lions at Kansas City. That's definitely gonna be a close game. Even as a Lions fan, I can't be that biased. Like, I do think Lions pull through. Right now, KC is 0-3 in one-score games, compared to last year and all the years before. When normally they're like really good at one-score games, that's how they won a lot of their games. Was one scores. They're not doing that this year. I think if it's close, Lions will pull through because of that. The Chiefs have lost their clutch factor. I also really wouldn't be surprised if we like blew them out really weirdly, just in like Detroit Lions fashion, just randomly decide to put up 50 points on the team for some reason. I'm not saying that's gonna happen. I think realistically, a realistic score would be like 35, like 35-30 or something like that. I think that'd be reasonable. Would you agree, Caleb? Who's winning?
Patrick Mahomes isn't doing so good this season. I hate to say it, but he's not gonna be the GOAT this year. No, he's one of my favorite NFL players, but he's not doing pretty good. The Chiefs are 2-3. Lions are 4-1.
That is true.
The only reason I'm saying this is because Max, you're a Lions fan. It's gonna be a blowout. Chiefs are winning like 56-3.
Hey, Tennessee's 4-1 and Ole Miss is 5-0. I mean, does that make Ole Miss better than Tennessee?
No,
It does. It does.
I don't think Kansas City is able to be 2-4. I don't think that's possible for them.
Pause. So you think Kansas City wins 56-3 against the statistical best offense in the NFL? They only put up 3 points.
I mean, Dan Campbell is Ben Johnson made, so I mean, makes sense.
Best offensive start to a season in franchise history, by the way, is this year. Just saying.
Kareem Hunt's gonna do amazing in the game.
Kareem Hunt. In the big 2025, Kareem Hunt is gonna do amazing.
No, okay, I'll disagree with that, but I think Rashard Smith will go crazy. He's gonna have 200 plus yards.
Who is Rashard Smith?
Rashard Smith. Hey, Levi knows ball. You don't know ball. Levi knows ball. Levi knows who that is.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he's going
Is
off.
that like the backup?
Oh, he's not the backup for long. That's for sure.
What's going on with Pacheco? Is he hurt?
No, Pacheco just sucks. He's washed.
That is true. Pacheco was never good. I'll say he was never good.
Is he a system running back?
He is a system running back.
I don't think that he's as good as Kareem Hunt. I think Kareem Hunt, even they're both getting. Kareem Hunt's more physical, and he's more what they need on that offense. So,
Isaiah Pacheco's a physical guy too.
I don't know. I'll read out some future stats from this game just for the Lions defensive line. Hutch, 3 sacks, 2 TFLs, 9 total tackles.
Sacking Patrick Mahomes 3 times. Hutch is not sacking Patrick Mahomes 3 times.
Aleem McNeil is going to surprisingly come off IR early, and he's going to get 8 sacks, 3 TFLs, and a solo tackle. And then Alkeem Muhammad is going to get, I'll give him like half a sack.
All right, let's move on to the Monday Night Football, Bills versus Falcons. All right, what's y'all's thoughts on that game? I got the Bills winning by 3 scores or more, but the Falcons will score like 2 or 3 times, I feel like.
Hey, I have the Falcons pulling off an upset. So this sounds crazy. No, this sounds crazy, but listen, the Bills are coming off a tough loss at home against the Patriots, who they very well underestimated, and I think they're going to do the same thing against the Falcons. I think they're going to underestimate them. They're not going to be able to bounce back from this loss, and they're going to lose in Atlanta on national television to one of the worst teams in the NFL.
Whoa. You were going good there for a little bit.
30-0. 30-0. Oh, sorry. 28-3. 28-3. Falcons are a poverty franchise.
I bet it's gonna be a blowout. Josh Allen's too good. I got him on my fantasy. He's too good. And the Falcons? Who the Falcons have?
Drake London, Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts,
Michael
AJ
Penix.
Terrell, Jesse
Michael
Bates.
Penix Jr. He's better than Mahomes.
Okay. Yeah,
Mr.
no.
Durag himself.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be a blowout. Bills are gonna
What's your score prediction?
probably like I want to say I bet the Falcons are gonna at least get like a 1 touchdown and a field goal, so like 10-35 probably.
I bet Michael Penix was on the Epstein Island.
Levi, go.
Okay, I wasn't able to say it last time, but I'm going the Lions over the Chiefs. But I also got the Bills bouncing back against the Falcons. It just they can't lose twice in a row,
I agree.
especially against the poor Falcons team.
Bills win.
Hey, what do the Falcons fans say?
Nothing. They don't say anything because they just lose.
No, they have a saying.
And then
They have a
stay
saying.
silent.
They have
We
a saying.
suck. We suck.
I'm looking
I
it
can't
up.
go outside without getting mugged.
Looking it up.
But no, I mean,
That'd be all
Bills,
Detroit fans. That'd be all Detroit fans.
Detroit's on the rise. They've had decreasing crime rates for the last few years, actually, and their homicide numbers are one of the least per capita.
They said rise up. Actually, that's what they said. That's their little.
Max, when it comes to stats, only for the freaking spot of Detroit.
Look, quite frankly, Bills, I don't see another way. Falcons been rough all season. Bills only loss. I don't think the Patriots lost to the biggest people are making a big deal. It's not that serious. I'm a real. They lost to the
Drake May's elite.
They lost to the
Drake May's
I
elite.
agree. I mean, Drake May's been playing amazing football. It was a 3-point game against a division rival. It is not
Stephon Diggs revenge game.
It is
Stephon Diggs
yes,
revenge game.
It is not uncommon to lose games against division rivals, even when they're worse than you. Look at last year. Didn't the Browns beat the Ravens last year? I mean, the division rivalries are some of the most competitive games, whether they're equal skill or not. It is not completely abnormal to have an upset loss against the worst division rival because you play them 2 times a year. You do all, just statistically speaking, eventually they're gonna win one of the games. And I think that the way that Drake May's been playing this season, that was not outrageous. The Bills are a better team overall. They definitely played a bad game, but I don't think it's a question. If you actually think the Falcons pull through and beat the Bills, then you're not using your prefrontal cortex because I don't understand.
I was using that in all my predictions last week, and guess what happened? I think almost all of them wrong.
Yeah, the only one that you didn't get wrong was the one that I persuaded you because I am just as confident in this as the Jags beating the Chiefs.
We went 2-10 all combined last week.
I
That's
feel
awful.
like it should be 1-10. I don't know if I count Will's Jags over Chiefs because I literally he said Chiefs and then at the end.
My notes.
And then at the end, when I convinced him, he said, "Actually, no, I think it's the Jags."
I got persuaded.
When I convinced him, but no, the next game is going to be actually I think a lot closer. It's Bears Commanders. I think Bears win. They get their get back for last year. The Bears Commanders game, that Hail Mary is what ruined the Bears season. They lost 10 straight games after that. I think Bears, with now the morale of not having Matt Eberflus at head coach, they can pull it through. I mean, it's just, especially for those players that are returning from last year, which is 99.9% of them, this is a very important game for them. It's their get back from last game's terrible one. The Bears didn't look very good so far this season, but if they just fix up the very coachable errors like stupid penalties, poorly running routes, whatever that attempt at the stumble bum was, I don't know what that was, Ben Johnson, but you do not have the Detroit Lions offensive line anymore, so chill out. But I think if they can fix up the coachable errors, I think they pull through. Commanders haven't been nothing special this year. They've looked good. It's nothing to really write home to mom about though. They just look like a normal playoff team, pretty average, I guess. I don't really see. I mean, I could see the Commanders winning, but I think Bears win. It's close though.
Oh, they look average because of all the injuries they got. They got all the pieces coming back. They got Jane Daniels back last week, and now possibly they got Scary Terry and Noah Brown coming back. They got their offense back. I do have the Commanders winning. The Bears are coming off a bye week, and they do have an explosive offense. But their defense, I don't think, can keep up with Commanders. They are the least in the sacks in the league, and they are 31st in the run defense. And I see Commanders winning.
I do think Bill's gonna have a really good game. I do think that.
Bears will beat the Commanders by a field goal.
Yeah, I mean that's reasonable. Look, you gotta look. The Bears team was worse last year, and they should have beat the Commanders last year. They lost to a Hail Mary. And their team is better this year. Better coaching all around. They've been looking better. They look like a better team in general. I don't know why the Commanders are such heavy favorites.
I feel like Commanders are gonna win this game. Like Levi was saying, they have a lot of players possibly coming back. Like Scary Terry, like he's gonna have some more targets. So I feel like that's really the main thing. Their passing game is good if everybody's healthy. Their running game is also, I wouldn't say it's great, but it's getting there, especially with Bill. He's. I think they're gonna come home with a win. Even though last year was, I guess they shouldn't have won the game, in quotation marks, because they were outplayed for the majority of the game. But I think that they just have a better chance at winning, just given the players that they have coming back. So I think that they're gonna come back with it. What do you think,
agree.
Kevin?
2-3.
Are they? I thought they were like
The Bears or the Commanders?
Bears.
I think the Bears are 2-3.
Yeah.
I can
Okay.
check.
Last game, it was a Hail Mary. This game probably gonna be like the same thing. I bet it's gonna be the same thing. This time, it's the Bears gonna try to do it. They're gonna throw a Hail Mary. It's gonna be intercepted by Washington. Cause I think Washington has too much way better players than Chicago.
That's an elite commentary right there. Also, the Bears are 2-2.
I don't think Chicago can keep up.
And
I don't
why is
think
that?
the offense is good.
Oh, they're
Washington's defense like decent?
not really. It's average, I guess. I mean, it's nothing crazy.
But Bears are gonna be losing by 6 points, and then Hail Mary is gonna be intercepted.
It's a bold prediction.
Well,
How much?
for that game, I bet it's gonna be 37-31 with the Commandos winning Washington.
Can you even get 31 points?
Yeah, 28 and a field goal.
Oh yeah.
37, I think, is harder to get.
I just don't think Chicago has a great offense. Like they have Caleb Williams. That's his name.
He's good. I do think Caleb Williams is good.
Some videos of him in practice. He misses like all of his targets. So sometimes he's not that good.
I mean, it's also practice.
Yeah. But in games, how much interceptions has he thrown?
A lot.
Maybe you should
Yeah.
have taken some notes and looked that one up. Though.
I know, but it's okay. But yeah, Commando's taking it. Hail Mary. It's gonna be 3-21. Like Washington's gonna be winning.
I thought you said 37-21.
No, it's gonna be
37-21.
21, and then Bears gonna make a comeback, but they're still gonna lose 31-37.
It sounds like a pretty Bears thing to do.
That's what I got.
Why do you keep lifting up the Baker Mayfield jersey? Showing it off.
Baker Mayfield.
Aren't you literally a Chiefs fan?
No.
I'm pretty sure you told me you were a Chiefs fan.
No, I was, but Dylan Sampson went to the Browns, so now I'm a Browns.
Hey, they're better than the Chiefs this year. They've won more games, I think.
No, they've won one game.
Won one game.
Okay, never mind.
That's why I'm wearing an Ohio State jersey today, because the Browns just don't win games anymore, so I can't support them anymore. 'Cause we have a team to win a game, and we still just don't do it.
The problem.
You also have
Is
Kevin
there-
Stefanski. But yeah,
You're putting the evil Quinshawn Judkins in, who commits crimes, should be in jail. He hits his girlfriend.
No, he doesn't.
He's evil. He's evil. He should not be here. He should be in jail still.
He's doing great.
Like, he's from this town, Ohio State, and he's trash.
All right, bro.
They don't
Get Caleb out of here, bro. This dude better get us demonetized.
All right, Caleb. We'll have you on another time. All right.
Hopefully, like my picks.
Yep. All right, Caleb.
Washington's gonna win.
Okay. Bye, Caleb.
All right, it's time for everybody's least favorite section. Why is he stripping in the background? No.
That Grant 2.0.
All right, time for everybody's least favorite section. Will's Lock. Take it away.
Will's Lock. Welcome to Will's Lock. All right, so this week it should be pretty easy. I have the Broncos are a 7-point favorite over the New York Jets. All right, the Broncos offense is explosive. They can make plays. The Jets defense is awful. Lock that pick in for me. If it's wrong, I will do the top commented thing. If that is incorrect, if they don't cover the spread, 7 points. So yeah, go ahead. Bet your house, bet your mortgage, bet your will,
This is
bet
not
your
advice.
children.
This is not legitimate advice. Don't.
Yes, it is.
Don't follow
Yes, it
this.
is.
Don't
I'm
follow
accepting
this.
death threats if if you bet your house and it doesn't and they don't cover the spread.
Will.
Go ahead.
Will.
Um,
Okay, guys, we have breaking NFL news right now. The Browns have traded Greg Newsome and a 6th round pick to the Jaguars for Tyson Campbell and a 7th. Breaking news. Greg Newsome is now a Jacksonville Jaguar.
Do that. Why are we trading away our second? Bro, we're trading away our secondary. Now we just have Denzel Ward and Ronnie Hickman.
And Myles Garrett.
This is
He's
legitimate,
on the
by the
secondary.
way. The ESPN notification hasn't come out, but that's because Adam Schefter's a bum. But Greg Newsome is a Jacksonville Jaguar. It's okay. Will, you guys got Tyson Campbell to replace him.
What's that?
A
Let's
corner? A corner?
But he don't sound as good.
He's not as good as
I
Greg
like-
Newsome now.
Oh, Greg Newsome is tough. He was doing good against the Vikings.
Yeah,
He was locking down Justin Jefferson man coverage.
That's why you get the 6th and they get the 7th, dummy.
Why do we need a 6th rounder? Greg Newsome is tough. No, what are we doing?
Alright. It is time for me. I've changed up my section. It's no longer Max's hot takes. It is now Max's underdog. Okay, look. Basically, what I'm going to be doing...
Falcons.
What I'm going to be doing, I take the underdog of the week. They have to be They have to have the spread against them, okay? And the team that I have to win the game, okay, not cover the spread, win the game while being money line non-favorites is the Tennessee Titans against the Las Vegas Raiders. I think the Tennessee Titans win it. This is my underdog of the week. I think that the Las Vegas Raiders are going to throw way too many interceptions.
I like that pick.
The Titans' offense is terrible. Don't get me wrong. It is like 31th in the NFL. However,
31st, not 31st.
31th.
yeah,
31st.
First.
However, the Raiders have thrown 9 interceptions. Well, okay, Geno Smith has thrown 9 interceptions, and quite frankly, I think if you gave a Neanderthal that many turnovers, they would be able to put up some points. And the Raiders' defense is not that good, so I don't think they're going to do that much to stop them. I think the Titans have a very good chance to pull through. They're 4.5-point underdogs. I think that they win the
Stop
game.
yelling. I just woke up a baby.
You woke up a baby.
Yeah.
Why is there a baby at your house? Why is there a baby at your house?
She's sleeping downstairs, bro. I hear her
Whose
crying.
baby is that? Whose baby is
My-
it?
Uh,
It's Will's kid.
it-
Will's
it's
got
my
a kid.
it's my mom's friend's baby aunt. I'm pretty sure I just woke her up.
Will's pregnant.
I'm pregnant, Chet. Rick, I really
Bro.
did just wake up that baby.
Alright, bro, whatever. Look, we're moving on. It's time for fantasy football. Disappointments and sleepers. I'll start us off. First disappointment, Quentin Johnston. This is the first game I finally listened. I picked him up. I had DK Metcalf on a bye week. Quentin, you were supposed to be my savior. You were supposed to do good. And then you drop 6.9 points in a PPR league.
He dropped the same amount of passes as he got points.
In a PPR league.
Back to his old ways.
What are we doing, QJ? You were supposed to be good. Disappointment.
Back to reality.
Disappointment number 2. Spencer Schrader. Yes, I know he's a kicker, but I had him in like all my leagues. He was kicker 1. His worst week, he had 2 weeks of 11-point games, and other than that, he had like 18 points a week. He was doing so good. He was looking so good. And then he got a season-ending knee injury. His knee's gone. He doesn't have a kneecap anymore. Fun fact, though, they picked up to replace him. They signed Michael Badgley, Detroit Lions legend. And by legend, I mean he's terrible. And I'm so glad he got hurt because we got Jake Bates to replace him. Michael Badgley sucks. He's gonna do fine.
Why didn't they get the glasses guy?
I don't know why they didn't get Hot
Rodrigo
Rod.
Blankenship.
I don't know why they didn't get Hot Rod. I really don't. But yeah, no.
The fact that Hot Rod's not on an NFL team is crazy.
USFL is calling, or UFL, I guess. UFL.
They disbanded
My
the Michigan
disappointment for the
Panthers.
week. Is it my turn yet?
Yes, but I was just complaining about how they disbanded the Michigan UFL team, bro. They moved them. The Michigan
They
Panthers
moved
are
him to
gone.
Columbus.
Why?
I guess Columbus needs another football team. They play in the Columbus Crew Stadium, I think. Anyways, my disappointment for the week was Trey McBride. He scored 9 points against the Tennessee Titans defense. 9. And this is one of the best tight ends in fantasy football we're talking about. 9 points. I don't have him in any of my leagues, but I just looked at it and I thought that was pretty disappointing. Yeah, that's all I got.
That's it. Your only disappointment's a dude you don't even start?
Well, my other one was Quentin Johnston, but you already said that. Because I do have
Wait,
Quentin Johnston.
who was your disappointment?
Trey McBride.
Oh, okay. All right, my disappointment, I have 3 of them. All right, first one, Woody Marks. I mean, I felt like he was going to take over against Nick Chubb. I mean, I felt like he was set up for this game. Next one was Amiri Demercado. I never saw the stuff about him being the not running back one, but still he had his 3 carries. Shut up. What's it called? So he had his 3 carries. He did really good with them, but he's a bum and fumbles on the 1-yard line. So
By the way, how are NFL players still doing?
I really
How does this
don't
still
know.
happen?
I don't understand what the appeal of it is. Is it supposed to look cool?
The thing that I've noticed is it's the same tier of players that do it every time. It's not a good player, but it's not somebody who's
Taylor did it
awful.
last year. Jonathan Taylor did it.
Oh, that's true.
They
Jonathan
just
Taylor
do
did
it
it.
for no reason.
I don't understand the.
It's just heat of the moment, I feel like.
Well, and then he got punched by his coach for doing it on the sideline. He
He deserved it.
punched.
He deserves it. Hey,
agree.
listen.
I think he
If that was
should
my
have.
son, I would have gave him a punch straight in the jaw. But I'm playing.
Yeah, okay. All right,
Please say that's
I have
not
a-
his baby downstairs.
okay.
Thank God.
I got one more disappointment.
Oh, you're good.
Ooh.
You're good.
Okay. So I have one more disappointment. I mean, he got 19 points, but it's Josh Allen, bro, against the Patriots. I was expecting closer to 30-ish. I mean, if not one of his 40-point games that he'd be busting out of nowhere all the time. So I feel like 19 points was a little underwhelming for him. But I mean, it is what it is type deal. I think I still won that matchup.
Yeah, my bust is Travis Etienne.
I agree.
3 of his last 4 games, he's gotten more than 16 points. And I was expecting big here. I needed him to get 9 points. He got 8.8, and I lost by .04 because of that. The whole night I was screaming, and my heart was racing. This guy is such a bum.
I think
I'll take him off your team.
That's the worst.
How much? Wait.
I think that's the most foul language I've ever heard Levi use. Is bum. He said that. He said that was a.
How much?
He's a bum.
How much sleep did you get after that?
0.
Hey, if you're looking to move Travis Etienne, just let me know.
Levi
I have
awake
open spots.
at night.
I have open spots.
It kept him awake.
I have ETN in our league, Christian. If you want him.
Oh no, I just want him from Levi.
Alright.
I don't trade with you.
Then our fantasy sleepers for next week. Look, I got the ESPN fantasy notification that he was going to do bad. I don't care. They're wrong, okay? Jalen Waddle is going to do good, okay? No Tyreek Hill, okay? The Chargers are going to be looking at Darren Waller, okay? He's the hot one. He's the one that people are talking about. This is the dude that's like, oh, no, Darren Waller. He's been on the couch for a year. Look at him. Like, they're going to be looking at Darren Waller. And also, you have to keep in mind that the trade that they made with the Ravens got rid of Alohi Gilman, who was their 1B free safety. They were 1A, 1B on the Chargers defense with their free safeties. They would switch them out. Elijah Molden and Alohi Gilman. Now it's just Elijah Molden, okay? Neither of them are crazy good to begin with. And now they're down 1, which means that they're probably going to be rotating in the third guy, who I don't even know his name. I doubt he's that good, which means that their safety play is going to be a little goofy. I could almost guarantee there's going to be at least 1 or 2 miscommunications in the safeties, and they're going to allow a deep ball to Waddle. And so if Tua can deliver the throw, which is that's a tall task to ask him. But if he can get the ball to him when Waddle inevitably gets open through a seam, he's going to do good. Because 1, even maybe 2 deep ball touchdowns is enough to make him do good in fantasy. That's really it. It's a kind of a lengthy sleeper because it needs a lot of explanation behind it because Jalen Waddle is usually a bum. But
Yeah. My sleeper for the week, I have Calvin Ridley. He hasn't been doing good throughout the season so far. He's just not been getting the targets. And the targets he have got have been inaccurate. But Cam Ward has found a little bit of a groove. And last week, Ridley had 10 targets last week against a slightly better defense. So I think he's projected 10 points for the week. I think he's going to score over 10 points this week. I think that I don't know if he's going to do like anything crazy, but he's definitely a sleeper. If he's on your bench and you need to start somebody, I would definitely go with Calvin Ridley just because I think him and Cam Ward are finally starting to get a little bit of chemistry going. So 10 targets compared to like the 5, 6, 7 targets he's been getting a couple weeks before. Is definitely an improvement, and I think it's going to show from this game and a couple of other games they play in the future until he probably like gets injured or something. I think he's old. He's old man.
All right, so I'm gonna go on with mine. I have a couple. So my first one's gonna be Matthew Golden or just any of the Packers wide receivers, to be honest, because they're going against Cincy. I mean, that's just a bad pass defense.
that's the problem, is that they're all going to do good. The Packers just rotate. They have 5 wide receiver 1s.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. Just start them all. Just start the entire Packers offense.
That's just not how fantasy football works.
Just start the entire Packers offense, bro.
I remember last season whenever the Browns played Denver, I had the entire Browns team in my fantasy team, and I scored like 140 points.
Yeah.
Jake Judy got me like 40 points, and I still lost that game too.
Yeah. My next one's going to be either Hubbard or Dowdle, whoever just decides to be the more effective guy, because they're playing against Dallas. I mean,
bro, these are awful. These are awful picks for sleepers. You gotta pick one.
Gotta pick one.
all right.
It's gonna be Dowdle. Chuba is not doing good this season at all. He's a bum. Rico Dowdle is significantly better.
Right. Okay. So Next one, Hunter Henry against the New Orleans Saints. He about to go off. About to have a 20-plus point game.
Tight end
And then
3
my
is the
last one.
sleeper, by the way. How is the tight end 3 a sleeper? He's the tight end 3. That's like if
Do
I
you
said,
have him on your fantasy
that's
team?
like if I said my sleeper's Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Not really, but okay. And then my last one's Hassan Haskins, the Chargers' new RB1.
Yeah. Actually, it might be
It's
Vildor.
the Dolphins.
It might be Vildor. They
No,
haven't released
no.
it yet.
It's Vidal, and they already said no. They already said Haskins is the next man up.
Like how they said Amari DeMarcado was the next man up.
I feel
Two
like in
different
these
situations, but okay. Two different
it's very
situations, but
similar.
okay.
And any situation that happens like this is always like similar scenarios. It ends up being split carries and somebody ends up scoring, or actually they both end up scoring nothing. I would say it's a fantasy disappointment to be for Christian.
Christian is just not very good at picking fantasy sleepers.
Okay, my sleeper.
Right.
We should go
Does it
back
get
and
way
check
here?
the sleepers that we picked and like add up the points.
That's a fine. We'll
Yeah,
do
we
that at the
should.
end of the season. Whoever's sleepers have the most points, like, wins something.
Yeah, Max gets to go through and check all of them though.
Yeah, I will. I will have to do that.
Okay, my sleeper is Xavier Leggett. He's coming back from an injury.
He's on my bench.
Yep. So they're playing Dallas, which gives the most points to wide receivers out of any other team. He had a touchdown last week.
He eats raccoons.
Yes, he does. Anyways, he proved last week that he can be a red zone target, and he's averaging 6 targets a game. At some point, those are going to start connecting, and Bryce Young and Leggett are going to go off together. And I think now is the time to do it against the worst passing defense.
Worst defense in general.
Yeah.
Y'all sleepers suck, but mine was so much better. Jalen Waddle's going for 25 points.
A wide receiver 1 isn't a sleeper.
Yeah, I mean, I was literally just about to say that.
Oh, but the tight end 3 is.
That's like saying
a-
I'm
that's
Monroe. That's like saying I'm
Whoa,
You
Monroe.
cannot compare.
Whoa.
You cannot compare Jalen Waddle to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Hey, they're both wide receiver ones, though. They're both wide receiver ones.
He's
Okay,
not
but-
technically the wide receiver.
Hunter Henry is the third best tight end in fantasy football right now.
Yeah, that's like if I said Josh Allen's my sleeper.
Anybody who has Hunter Henry on their team
Is already
starting
starting
him.
him. The whole point is that it's someone that you're iffy on starting, and he's a sleeper because everybody's saying he's going to do bad. If you look, I literally got an ESPN fantasy app notification that said don't start Jalen Waddle because nobody thinks he's going to do good.
That's clickbait. That's clickbait.
I know my guy's gonna do good. Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley's not doing good. He's a bum with a bum throwing to him. Like, I hope he does good for the sake of my underdog choice.
I hope he does good for the sake of my fantasy bench.
You are not a real person. Also, Caleb DM'd me on freaking ESPN. He said, "How's the video going?" You need to get Caleb, bro. But alright, it's a shorter episode. Didn't know how long.
Do we have
it
any?
would be
Do
with
we
the
have
guest.
any final thoughts?
I think my final thought
No.
is just Lions by 50, Eagles by 50, Bills by 50, Bears by 2,
Falcons by 1.
Falcons by 1. Falcons by half a point.
Low-key.
Low-key, I think they put up half a point.
My final thoughts is that the Browns should stop making trades. The Browns should fire Kevin Stefanski. The Browns should hire William Potting. And the Browns should win a Super Bowl when they do that.
Should.
Also, they will, but why are the Browns moving in a dome stadium? What the freak? Why are they doing that?
I want to know why the Browns are trading Greg Newsome.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm already done talking about it. I literally almost seized out when I heard that the Browns
Has
were
Adam
trading
Schefter
Newsome.
posted it yet?
Who is Adam Schefter?
The main NFL insider. Yep.
NFL Insider. Yeah, that's funny.
He has.
I get news faster than Adam Schefter does, clearly, because I got it from Sleeper before he even
I
freaking
literally
released
did.
it.
Look, you want to know when I told you this? Hold up. Oh, look. When I got the notification, it was 10:15. Okay? No, it was 10:05 is when I told you guys. And Adam Schefter posted it 20 minutes ago at 10:14. So I literally told you 10 minutes before Adam Schefter did. Okay.
So you're the
I don't know
NFL
what your
Insider.
point is. I am the NFL. Adam Schefter's slow. He's just the one that the NFL app trusts whenever they send out the notification eventually. But I doubt they will as late. But no, Browns are retarded. I don't know why they did that. It was a terrible trade. Zero need to do that. Maybe they just like trading blockbuster trades with the Browns. Y'all think Greg Newsome, Travis Hunter's the best corner duo now? Greg Newsome, Travis Hunter, best defensive duo in the league.
I think they should they should give Newsome reps at receiver.
Have them both play both sides of the ball. But
No, just have them both play offense permanently.
fourth string, that is a wrap. Okay? Be prepared for all of my predictions to be correct and all of them three's predictions to be wrong. Even if we agreed, I'm still correct, they're wrong. Christian doesn't know ball, and next week I will see you.